Thank you so much. Well, parents are banning their teenagers from a popular shopping centre in Melbourne after a violent attack. It's understood a 15-year-old girl was approached by 6 youths at Westfield's Southland Centre. She was allegedly chased through the complex before her hair was pulled and her head was repeatedly stomped on, according to reports. A 15-year-old was rushed to hospital with serious injuries after suffering a seizure. Joining us live now is father of two and founder of the Facebook group Bayside and Kingston Crime Watch, Simon Johnson. Simon, good to have you with us this morning. That is a disturbing story that we've just read out for our folks who are watching at the moment. What's the overwhelming feeling amongst parents in your group? Again, Bayside and Kingston Crime Watch.
Look, families in our community are really living in fear that their kids are being just bashed and robbed for simply going to the shops, seeing a movie or going to work. And it's a concerning trend that we're seeing and it needs to be resolved.
What's behind it, Simon? What do you think's behind it?
Well, I think there's a few things. I think you've got a mix of a lack of a police presence. Certainly the community would like to see a dedicated police station inside the shopping centre rather than police coming from, say, 2 suburbs over. But this comes down to kids, gangs, and kids really knowing that they can, say, walk into shopping centres and steal goods. And the shop assistants can't and are told not to do anything. So crime is just out of control along the eastern suburbs and they're getting away with it.
Well, we're seeing this a lot and we've reported this a lot in Brisbane over the most recent weeks and months that kids are, thumbing their nose at the coppers. The coppers are doing what they can, but there's just not enough of them. Some of them, in some instances, are just doing it for thrills, posting it all on social media as well. So in your instance in Melbourne, does this just point to, I know you've already spoken about the cops, but does it talk about, the weak laws, the weaker courts as well?
It is. I mean, the concern is that we've got a state government that wants to sort of increase the age where they can prosecute kids. So they're leaving, I guess they're saying if you're 11 or you're under, in which case some of these people are, the police can't do anything with you. So they want to increase the age of being able to prosecute these kids or detain them in the case of Victoria Police. But I would say, after speaking with a police officer over the weekend, they're sick and tired of it. They're tired of it. The frontline officers are overworked. They don't have the resources. The issue with this lies with the police command and the state government, who just put their hands up and say, nothing to see here.
Okay, Simon Johnson, appreciate your time this morning. Thank you so much. Yeah, look at that trend right across the east. I mean, it's increasing in Melbourne. We're just seeing the gang violence break out in Sydney. Plus, you've got what's going on in Brisbane that we've well covered this week too. It's a worry of where that's heading. Coming up